So just finished my Sunday long run, and so it's the end of the week. It's the evening, like 8 p.m, 8:30. I'll talk to you about my week that I've done so far, some top secret information, because I haven't been using Strava for the past like 15 weeks or so. So for all those people who want to know what I've been doing, you have to subscribe, smash that subscribe button wherever it is, down there, up there, wherever. Smash it now if you want to see what I'll be doing and what I will be doing, because I'll be going over that after. But I'm just going to do some stretching and talk you through my week. So let's get going. So I've got it all up on screen for you now. I'll leave it up there for a minute and drop it in and out every so often, but I've got it up on my phone here as well while I talk to you about it. So Monday was a really good start for the week. So I jog with Mum on Monday, Wednesday and Friday mornings. Let's go through what my routines, the norm. I do 40 minutes of core every day. Got to say the same routine, which takes 40 minutes, so just do that every day. No set time, just whenever I like. Stretching, this week I've averaged 42 minutes a day of stretching, which is pretty decent. I've averaged 7 hours 55 minutes of sleep a night, so just under 8 hours. I'd like that to be 8:30 to 9, but 8 will do. I've had quite a lot of naps actually as well, to be fair, so that's not too bad. So session days for running were Monday, Wednesday and Saturday. And so first day was 30 minutes of 1 minute on, 1 minute off with Tom Vickery. Averaged a bit quicker than I would have liked on the ons, and the offs were a bit slower than I would have liked, but it worked out alright. It's quite a tough course, lots of rolling up and down. That video is already up, so if you want to check out that session for a bit more insight into that, then you're welcome to. But that was the first good session of the week checked off. And then had an easy Zwift ride as well, just cruising out after that session in the evening to spin my legs out. So that's just like 140 watts, it's like nothing, just pedaling the legs out and loosening them out. Tuesday, I actually didn't do anything until chain gang in the evening at 6:30 chain gang is, because Tuesdays I intermittently fast. I don't eat till about 1 o'clock, so I don't really have any energy to do anything in the morning, so I just work in the morning. Yeah, bear in mind I do have a like 9 till 4:45 job, so I work 7 hours and a half a day every day of the weekdays, so this is training around working as well. So yeah, chain gang in the evening. Wasn't overly happy with my chain gang. My legs were still real tight from the weight session I did on the previous Saturday, but I got round, did my turns, got it done. 270 watts just isn't a disaster, it's just like really low tempo, so that's fine. Oh, that hamstring's a lot looser, that's nice. Then I also did a shoulders and arm session on Tuesday in the evening, and for an hour. It was light shoulders and arms, so that's just 20 kilo bar basically. When I say light, I don't put any weights on it. And then I also did a post chain gang run in the evening. It was a nice evening, it was nice and sunny, so I went out to Parker's Piece in Cambridge and did some laps, and I also did some drills and a few little strides there too. So that was just under 7 miles, really chill. Then Wednesday, plod with Mum and session in the evening. So this one was kind of one of the bigger sessions of the week. It was group session, 2 times 10 minutes tempo and 5 times 2 minutes VO2 max. I was really happy with this one because it was on grass and we absolutely nailed the tempo pace and felt comfortable the whole way around, 5:15s. And then the 2 minutes were a bit harder than I would have liked, but again the pace was fine, so I was pretty happy. Then had another easy Zwift spin out straight after that to get my legs loose. And there wasn't any weights that day, so that's that one done. Thursday is my rest day, but I usually do a bit of active recovery to keep moving because I find it helps my legs better. So did a zone 1 Zwift, so really easy leg spin out again, and then did chest as well. Did bench press basically, medium, so had 50 kilos it would have been on weights, so not big, but not nothing, not just bar, so that's categorised as medium in my eyes. I'm sure it's not for many people, that's light for most people, but there we go. So an hour for that, so nothing taxing on the legs on Thursdays. And Friday, plod with Mum in the morning again, and then did a Zwift session in the evening. So it was meant to be a race in the evening because my legs actually felt quite good on Zwift, but had a power drop out because of the Wi-Fi, and then just couldn't be bothered, lost motivation, so I just spun around because cycling at the moment is just doing what I like, basically. There's no pressure, so it's running that I'm focused on. And I did shoulders and arms in the evening as well on Friday, so that was medium, so that would have been 40 kilos for shoulder press, for anyone interested. Then Saturday was hill session, best hill session I've ever had, mega pleased with this hill session. So 10-5 tempo and then sprints, and the 10 and the 5 paces were 5:15 and 5:05, which is pretty huge considering it's a hard hilly off-road course. The hills were quite tough actually. Steve was pushing it up the hills and I'd struggle with the hills, but the downhills were like float, so it was kind of unders and overs tempo. So it worked out really well. I was really happy with that session. And I'd also done a ride previously with Stu, just 2 hours, pretty easy, but there was 300 watts for 15 minutes in there because he had a little test to do, and his power meter's dodgy, so he wanted my data, so I had to ride next to him for it because we're the same weight and our power comes out relatively similar. And then also did legs on Saturday because Saturdays is lifting days, so hour and a half of legs, squats, deadlifts, lunges, and then a whole load of little leg movements, which we put in our lifting video, so check that out if you want to see what sort of thing we do for leg day. And then today, Sunday, everyone bailed on the Gainscan long run because everyone's tired and having rest weeks and things like that, so just went for a ride in the morning instead with John and Stu. Did 65 miles in 3.5 hours, so pretty decent. It was pretty steady. Stu was doing some efforts, but we just sat in his wheel and then had a bit of fun way back. So zone 2 I'm calling that, but a lot of zone 1, a lot of zone 3 basically. And then this evening I've just done my SLR, so 15 miles, hour and 54 minutes, 7:37, and I also did drills in that, which I need to add. So yeah, legs felt really easy tonight on the run. My back was quite tight from lifting, but otherwise my legs were easy, my breathing was easy, heart rate was 135, so it was nice and steady. That's like low zone 2, so yeah, good day. So totals for the week, hours, what you all want to know, 33 hours, 29 minutes and 25 seconds of training, which sounds like a lot, but over the 15 weeks of lockdown so far, I've averaged 29 hours, so 30 hours is pretty standard, and that 29 average is including rest weeks and injury weeks and stuff like that, so that's pretty standard. Weekly pace running, so that's the average of all my running paces, 9:15 minute mile, but bear in mind that I don't actually ever stop my watch while I'm running, so that includes like stretching, drills, chatting and stuff like that, but it's just interesting to look at that. Average heart rate for the week running, 134, so that's low zone 2, that's alright. And my heart rate's still getting up, so I'm not too fatigued at the moment, which is nice to know. Cycling, weekly average speed 18 miles an hour and average heart rate 121, so really easy cycling, basically that's all like zone 1 cycling, which is nice. Average sleep 8 hours, average naps hour and a half, average stretching 42 minutes, weights for the week was 4.5 hours, and stretch and core weights, which is weights but I categorise it separately, was 4 hours 40. So yeah, that's my week this week, and now we'll get on to what's going on next week, what the plan is. So in we go. Well, I taught you through this week, I'm going to do some rolling, so excuse the movements, but it's actually fairly similar to last week's plan. So again, aiming for around 30 hours, 75 miles of running, and all cycling steady, so not much changes there. The only difference is the sessions, which I can remember off the top of my head, don't have to look at my phone. So Monday is tempo day, I'm switching around this week. So Monday is tempo day on grass again, so doing 3 times 8 minutes tempo, followed by 8 to 10. So depending on how I feel, 8 to 10 times 1 minute VO2 max efforts, probably off around a minute to 90 seconds, so not a massive recovery on those. Again, all on grass, probably going to go to like a foresty loop, so Not going to care about the paces at all on those ones. Just going to run based on feel, so I can't give you like a pace for that. And then a Zone 1 Zwift at Bob with Mum in the morning, so nothing silly. Tuesday, easy lunch plod, which will probably go to evening because I can't be bothered to go to the lunch. Chain gang, again, hoping for more like 300 watts for the hour and 15, but we'll see what happens there. And a light shoulders and arm sessions whenever I like, so just bar. Wednesday, fartlek sesh. So grass, I'm doing 30 minutes of 1 minute on, 1 minute off, which will become apparent. The reasoning will come apparent in a minute, but under and over threshold, so hoping for a bit slower on the ons and a bit quicker on the offs. So around 5 minutes on for threshold, 6 minutes for the unders. But again, we'll see about that because it'll be off-road on grass, so it depends what loop we do. It'll probably be a group session, and the Zone 1 Zwift as well. Zone 1 Zwift on Thursday, and chest heavy again, so rest day, nothing silly. Friday, plod with Mum and a Zone 2 ride, Zwift or on the road, depending on what I like, so a bit quicker on Friday. Saturday, the fun day, we have another TT. It's England Athletics 5k virtual champs. So I'm probably going to do that for Bath because we've got a chance of getting a team prize in the under 23, which CNC, I don't think that there's enough under 23 runners that will care to do it. So probably going to do that for Bath, and I'm probably thinking around 14:30 to 14:45. I'm not going to be tapering into it properly. I'm switching around the Wednesday and Monday sessions, so because it will make it more of an openers session on Wednesday and not too hard. But yeah, probably not going for a PB, basically. Just going to run as hard as I can and see what happens. Also trying to lose a bit of weight at the moment, so I'm in a calorie deficit, so I'll be tired basically going into it. But I'm doing it in the morning when it's a little bit less windy is the plan. I might get a few other people to join as well, which will be fun, a bit more like a race. And then after that I'll either do another 5k because there's another one which I'll either pace on the bike or I'll pace running depending on how I feel for 15:30, sub 15:30 there's a few people aiming for. So I'll do that after, make a bit of a session out of this one, or I'll do 3 times a mile at whatever I can do, so like 5 minute pace or something, 5 minute mile pace, but we'll see. Then Zone 1 Zwift in the afternoon and leg session, post run as per Saturdays. Never stops. Then Sunday is Zone 2 morning ride because the Blue Egg, best cafe in the world, is opening again this Monday, so we're going as a group down there next Sunday. So no early morning long run for me, it's early morning ride for me Sunday, and then afternoon long run again. Depending on if the group wants to go in the afternoon or not, it will either be by myself or with a group, and aiming for grass again, just steady Zone 2. It will depend how my legs feel post TT basically, because I could be in bits. But stats aiming for next week, 75 miles of running, which is the same as this week, that's what I'm aiming for this whole block. Cycling, 184 miles I've got in there, it'll probably be more like 200 realistically, because there's not much else to do apart from exercise and sleep at the moment, so when I'm bored I'll just go on Zwift and watch a TD program or something. Core work, 4 hours 40, standard. Weights, 3 hours 15. Might put another weight session in there if I'm bored again, but it'll be light. So total hours is 26 hours and 13 minutes, but that will almost certainly be 30 hours barring disaster. So that'll be made up of a couple more random Zwift sessions. So thanks for watching, guys. If you fancy doing your own TT on Saturday, why not give it a go? It's the EA Champs. I'll put the link to the website in the description below, but it should be quite good fun. It'll be interesting to see what you guys can do too. And there's my week. If you want to see it every week, then you have to smash the subscribe button below, because I won't be using Strava, so it's all going to be on here, on YouTube, on this spreadsheet, because I think it gives me a bit more information that Strava can't, and I like being secretive. Hashtag pray for Jeb. Over and out.